Hey there everybody, this is Svensson, welcoming you back to Let's Play Lufia 2. In the last episode, we rescued Guy's sister Hilda from the Tamil South Tower, and we defeated a guy named Camus, which took the better part of an episode to do. And right now we find ourselves in a small little village called Clemento, and in order to find out where we should be going, let's just go ahead and talk to a few people here. I'm Rashi, the richest man in this village. I understand you're warriors. Have you ever gone to the North Cave? No, but why do you ask? Rumor has it there's an apple-shaped ruby there, but I can't get to it because of the monsters. I just have to have the ruby apple. If you happen to find it, would you sell it to me? Of course, I'll pay whatever you ask. I'm not stingy, I just know how to use money. Honey, that glass shop hasn't paid the rent yet. They're always late. What? Again? I told them one more delay and they're out. What shall we do? Let's see. Oops, sweetheart, don't bring up such things in front of our guests. Why not? I don't see anything wrong with speaking your truth. Now isn't there something you should be doing out back, sweetness? Alright. Excuse me, how embarrassing. Alright, yeah. So a glass shop that's having trouble paying the rent. Actually, the glass shop they speak of is right here. Wow, and beautiful glass crafts. Did you make all of these? No, my husband makes all the crafts. Is he here today? No, he's off on a journey. He seeks beautiful things and turns them into glass. But he hasn't come back for such a long time. He's never been away this long before. I'm sorry I talked too much. Did you find anything you like? And so there's a couple of jewels that are sold here that you could get if you wanted it. I'm not going to be buying any of that. Anyway, now that we have a little backstory, we can head to the North Cave, where our next adventure will be waiting for us. And on this part of the overworld, you have some of the big crabs that you can fight for power potions if you want. I'm not going to bother. So, welcome to the Ruby Cave. It's a bit smaller than the tower last time, but there's a few things that you can do here. This switch here opens the door to the right, but we're not going to go in that direction. Instead, we're going to be using our bombs, and we're going to blow up this wall here. And this road will soon take us to a very nice reward that I've been waiting for. And that's going to help us for the rest of the game. This is a puzzle to turn all the switches to the left, however they're interconnected in a complex way. I have no idea what this way is. I usually just turn a few switches in a certain order in hopes of activating the way that the switch is supposed to work. And eventually you'll get it right, and the switches will... I'm pretty sure there's a better way to solve it, but I can't really be bothered to look it up. So, you'll have noticed that there was lava here when we first entered, but now there's not. Capsule Monster Armor Dog joins the party. Now this is a very powerful capsule monster. This is only the second one that we get. Its name is Blaze, and let's just get rid of those caps, because they kind of annoy me. There we go. So we still have our Fumi, level 14, and here we have our Armor Dog Blaze, who is a level higher. He joins at 15. Capsule monsters generally need less experience to level up than characters do. Nonetheless, they'll stick around your level. The nice thing about this thing is that its element is fire, or rather its alignment, and that makes this one exceptionally powerful. And one other thing about capsule monsters is that you can feed them old clothing, or old equipment, rather. So anything that you no longer need, like weapons for example, rapiers, you can feed them. Usually they won't eat them, but occasionally you'll have stuff that they are willing to eat, and they will slowly, very slowly, gain experience. Now, once you completely fill up the growth bar of one of those monsters, they'll change form and they become more powerful. I'm pretty sure that might remind you of another video game series. There are 7 of them in all. They have different types and they have weaknesses and strengths, and it's best to exploit them if you can. Now, these creatures here, skeletons, weak to fire, and that's actually where this capsule monster's strength really comes in, because it's fire element, and later in the game he becomes one of the most damage-dealing capsule monsters in the entire game. And most of his attacks are fire element. And that just makes short work of all of these monsters. He doesn't always use his special attacks. As you can see, Maxim's Fire Dagger is really starting to pay off here. Capsule monsters, you know, their behavior is erratic at best. You can't really control what they do. But generally speaking, they'll use their devastating attacks. Now, there's two ways to get to this part of the cave. And this is just one of them. It doesn't really matter which way you go first, but let's see. We have this part here, and this is where I forget which part's the right one. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, right, yeah, I remember now. You have to solve a number of puzzles here. First up is this one, where you have to shoot this arrow in order to make the bridge appear. And you'll need to go here to retrieve the key for the dungeon. Now, at the end of this dungeon is a very powerful boss, and normally I'm higher level than I am right now. So it might actually give us some trouble. I'm just gonna fight off a few of these guys. There's no need to take on every single enemy here, but... Also, the downside of capsule monsters is that you can't give them equipment. I always found it a shame because then you can't really improve their stats in many ways. Short of upgrading them, but... they don't really grow more powerful as your characters do. So, with our ruby key in tow, let's head to the other section here. Now, there's a couple of treasures over here, and you can opt to forego them. This staircase right there, that leads to the end of the dungeon. However, there's something really cool that you can do here after you take care of the enemies. It's too bad that guy doesn't really have any IP that damages everything yet. Because he's raring to go. Oh, come on. Stop hitting my weakest characters. Gee, that's a lot of damage. Not. That wasn't too bad. So basically, you can use these ice blocks to create a path, and now I can't see exactly where I'm going, and I've probably already screwed it up. But down there is an island with a couple of treasure chests that you probably want to have. Because there's both some nice equipment there. Or maybe it was just one piece of equipment, I don't even remember. Like, my memory is so terrible. I think I could have already been down there by now, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I think... yeah, I already screwed it up, I think. Oh well, that's what we have this reset for. Normally I don't like to use it, but whatever. Now the downside about reset is that it also resets all the monsters. I think generally what you want to do is just make your way left. Or right, rather. Gotta keep my bearings straight. And as long as you do it right, you should be able to... if there is one down here, yeah, you can access both islands from here, and then you can just make your way here. This one over there, this one over there, and there we go. We have a Fury Helmet, and I think an Aqua Whip. Yep. Now the Aqua Whip is for Tia. It's not really a weapon that does anything against most of the monsters here. But, you know, it just does more damage. And she's not going to do any physical damage to anything here anyway. So the Fury Helmet gives some gut, reduces your agility, and increases your other stats. Since we gave Guy the Jute Helmet last time, I prefer to just do it like this. Sadly, we don't have a full equipment set for everyone yet, but it's not really a problem. Now you can use this ice block to open up this little pathway here, and if you wanted to, you can use this one to get back, or you could throw it somewhere else. It's not really... it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're pretty much at the end of the dungeon here. However, I do want to heal up and save. Because this next boss is going to be incredibly tough. It's probably one of the most difficult monsters in the game. Ruby key. Maxim, look! The ruby apple! Haha! More idiots fooled by the ruby! Looks like my dinner has just arrived. Why did I make that piratey? Oh well. Okay, so Maxim has a blaze attack that he can use. Unfortunately, he doesn't yet have the full IP bar to do anything with. Now, I'm gonna keep Guy's IP full, and basically just have him on healing duty for a bit, because he is by far the most effective healer for this particular battle, although he can do quite a bit of damage. I prefer to attack with Poison Shower, that can really hurt. Yeah. Nasty area of effect attacks. Now, Blaze Attack will come in really handy against this enemy, and you'll see why in a very shortly now. Divine Cure heals everyone in your party, and I'm not sure if it also heals your capsule monsters. Some spells do, some spells don't. You never really can tell beforehand. Let's see, Blaze Attack will do a whopping 400 damage. Yeah, that's the downside about Blaze. Blaze tends to run away if things get heated up. Now, what you saw just now was I got paralyzed, and therefore it's very, very fortunate that I survived that attack, because I would have been in trouble otherwise. For now, I'll attack, and I'll use Tia to... She can heal up Maxim, because he's the only one with damage. I can use the Blaze Attack again. Yeah, this one can call companions too, which is messed up beyond belief. Generally speaking, I like to just keep attacking, and I forget how much the Mega Quake does in comparison to... Okay, Mega Quake kills the spiders in one hit, that's good. Maxim will always do damage, because his Fire Dagger is just exactly the right element for this kind of thing. And so long as the Tarantula calls in reinforcements, I can probably just keep on doing this. My P isn't going to run out anytime soon. Oh yeah, the beast can heal itself, but one turn of damage will nullify all of that healing. We'll cast Spark if it doesn't call any reinforcements. I've been getting lucky. This thing usually does a lot more poison showers. It seems hell-bent on healing itself. It's just dragging out the fight, really. Okay, well, let's just keep doing what we were doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just hope he doesn't keep healing himself forever, because that'll just make this battle go on forever and ever. Alright. Mega Quake. This battle feels... That was weird. That was really easy. Okay, well... Again, we got levels for everyone. 2 for Guy. And unfortunately none for a capsule monster, but... The Ruby! Was it broken in the battle? Wait a minute, Maxim. I thought Ruby was a pretty strong gem. It can't be so easily broken. What's going on? I have no idea. Well, you could just leave, but that wouldn't accomplish anything, so if you go through here... Good heavens, I was caught by a monster and trapped here. I was about to be eaten, too. Why did you come to such a dangerous place? You don't appear to be an explorer or anything. I'm a glass craftsman, you see. I can't make a living just by making glass crafts. I really needed money during my trip, and I heard there was an enormous treasure in this cave. So I came here, but as you can see, I got caught. I guess I'm not cut out for treasure hunting. I'd love to give you something for saving me, but I only have this. Will you accept it? That is... I found this lovely red glass during my trip, so I made this out of it just for fun. I made 2 and sold 1 in the city. You seem to know about this. You're kidding. Wait a second. This is the glass apple that I made. But why is this here? This is the treasure you were talking about. The ruby apple. Wait, what? Wait a minute. This is just glass. It's not ruby. When did you sell that glass apple? At the start of my journey, a long time ago. I don't know how this apple got here, but it became the treasure talk of the town. How's that possible? Jeffy, who did you sell this glass apple to? To a rich guy in Narcissus. He treated me great when I told him I ran the glass shop in Clemento. I've known other rich people, but this guy was really nice, not like Rashi. In any case, we got the ruby apple. Let's go back and get the money from Rashi. But this isn't a ruby, it's just glass. Look at that apple closely. Can you tell the difference? That's right. We found the ruby apple in this cave. That's the truth. Maxim, I never thought you would say such a thing. It's okay. If Rashi thinks it's a real ruby, then there's no problem, right? If he believes it's a real ruby, it means it's worth that much. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what he has to say when we take a look at this. Yeah, alright, let's go back to Clemento. I'll go back too, thanks for everything. Can you go back by yourself, alright? Yes, and please take this apple. Alright. So we have the ruby apple made from, well, glass. And with that, we've solved another mystery. Now, there's really nothing else in this dungeon that you can explore. So, we'll just get the heck out of here and head back to Clemento. Oh yes, this is it! The ruby apple! You did it! You found it! Thank you so much. This is to show my appreciation. Please, take it. Oh my, are you sure? This is a lot of money. Never mind, never mind. I don't hold back when it comes to quality. Haha! But that is... Tia. Well, we've got to go now. Yeah, he's in a hurry to get out of there. Is that really okay, Maxim? That's a lot of money. It just tells us how good Jaffe's work is, that's all. But don't worry about it. Let's go. Yeah, he has the heart of a crook. Or does he? Hello, Jaffe. Oh, it's you, Maxim. Yes, I wanted to give you this. What? Money? That's how much Rashi paid for your glass apple. But I gave you that apple. I can't accept this. That's alright. This money belongs to you. But... If it makes you feel better, why not sell me this? The money will cover it, right? Maxim, thank you so much. Don't mention it. Well, we've got to go now. Maxim, you were planning to do this right from the start, weren't you? Well, yeah. By the way, here, Tia, take it. You're giving it to me? Well, I can't wear it. Thank you, Maxim, what a lovely thing to do! I love how she spins around when she jumps. Such a simple thing makes her so happy. She's like a little girl. Yeah, but I don't know if coming with me will make her happy. Well, that's something she'll decide, isn't it? I guess. Hey, Tia, we're leaving soon. I'm coming! Yeah, Maxim just bought one of those, I think it was just a stupid little ear jewel. Yeah. I guess you could equip it if you wanted to, but it doesn't really have anything special. Anything, since we didn't get a new weapon, I just... Well, should I or should I not? This is a problem. I feel the inclination to buy stuff. Oh well. Anyway, with that, we've cleared up this little mystery, and we can head to the next town. And let's just go there quickly before we end off this recording session. Let's see how good this fire dagger works against the beetle. Apparently the water whip is useless, but the fire dagger comes through. Alright, that's nice. What are my character's levels anyway? Seems about right. Still lower than I would normally be, but... if I keep having such an easy time with the boss. Now, the spider boss that you just saw can actually drop a really powerful gem, Spido Jewel, but you have to get lucky for that. Hey, Lemmy, let me show you something interesting. Look! Eek! A snake! Ha! Look again, it's just a rope. You're such a crybaby, Lemmy. Hee hee! And she's crying again. Yeah, we saw this in the intro. Hey, you boys, you're supposed to be nice to girls. Oh no, it's Seelan! Run! Seelan! Stop crying, Lemmy. But... Listen, Lemmy, it's not right for them to bully you, but girls shouldn't cry so easily either. Why? My daddy said boys shouldn't cry, but girls can. Hey, listen, a woman's tears mean a lot more than a guy's. A lot more? That's right. So you shouldn't cry easily. Save your tears. Do you understand? Well, no. You will, when you grow older. I have to go back to the castle. Don't cry, okay? Alright. Alright, we just got that little interlude, and that'll become really important soon. Let's see what weapons this shop has. A chain and a Francesca. I might actually get one of these. On the other hand, no, we'll probably find plenty of them anyway. I'm so fickle, I can't even decide what I want to do. What I am going to do is I'm going to stay in the inn to recover some of my HP. Although Although I suppose it could have just gone to the little pads beside the spider boss. Oh well. Having healed up and solved the mystery in Clemento, it's... I guess I've been recording for about 20 minutes, so it's time to end off this recording, and thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And again, I'll just save twice, just to be sure.